Yes, Guruji, start.
My screen doesn't work on the side. Hare Krishna. Good morning, everybody. We are continuing serving Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 22, Krishna steals the Gopis' garments. Text number 21, 22, and 23. Three texts. 21-22. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जना शलाकाया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामयं दधाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च। श्रीरूपं सग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान सहगना श्री ललिता श्री विशाखावितं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते प्रणामामि हरिप्रिये नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौर तुस्य नमः वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर वाम विष्णु पदारे कृष्ण प्रस्ताय भूतले श्रीमति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचार निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पार्षद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम। तो ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So text number 21. कास्तथान्वनाता दृष्ट्वा भगवान देवकी सुतः वासांसिताभ्य प्रायच्छत् karunastena toshita. Seeing them bow down like that, the Supreme Person of God, as son of Devaki, gave them back their garments, feeling compassionate toward them and satisfied by their act. So, here the continuation, what happened, we know. Krishna stole the garments, gopis were bathing, and Krishna told them, come one by one, take your garment. Now they are naked. Not just that, but Krishna is saying that you have committed offense at the feet of the Varun Dev because you were taking bath naked in the water, Jamuna, which is offense. So this is one of the lessons that when we take a bath in Jamuna, we should have clothes on, not just naked, go like that. So now the gopis came out, and he's saying that they bow down to him, and he's giving their garments back. He felt compassionate toward them, satisfied by their act. Of course, we know this is a very high topic, and we also know that this is gopis completely surrendered to him. We know we all are Prakriti. In the eyes of Prakriti, in the eyes of Krishna, we are all naked. in a sense that we are Prakriti, and gopis understood that. So gopis there Krishna was so happy that Krishna is happy here. He was satisfied because for 1 month they were performing this Katyayani Vrata. And what was in Katyayani Vrata? They were chanting. Huh? They were chanting the slok number 4. Katyayani Mahamaya, Mahayogini Adhiswari, Nanda Gopa Sutam Devi, Pati Me Kuruti Namaha. Te mantram japatyasya pujam chakru kumarika. These girls are Kumari, young girls, 4 or 5 years young age. And they performing this vrata to have Krishna as their husband. And Krishna being the omniscient, omnipotent, he knew that gopis were present. So last day he came, he stole the garments to get their attentions. Means they are completely surrendered. That's the point. This is the surrendering of the gopis. When we surrender to Krishna, what is the last sloka of the Sikshastakam? Ashli seva padatam pinashtuma adarsanam mar mahatam karotu va yatha tatha vidhatu lampate mata pranana tassusena. My Lord, you are everything. Whether you embrace me or whether kick me, doesn't matter. This is the surrendering of the gopis. Now, question is, how are we gonna come? Question might be raised. We are sadhaka, right? We are not. We are Vaidhi Bhakti. We are performing the Vaidhi devotional service, practicing. And these are the topic of the gopis. They are fully surrendered to Krishna. Doesn't matter what Krishna wants to do with them. So we have to, there are 6 symptoms of surrender, we know, right? Accept which are favorable and reject which are unfavorable. Depend, Krishna is with faith that Krishna will protect me. And this is what we need in our devotional service. We have to come, we can come to that stage by practicing. And by practicing we have to come to realization deep within our heart, not just by speaking, but deep within the heart we'll have to come to realize that Krishna is the protector. Nobody else is protecting. There are 4 things which are painful but truth, and one of them is everything is temporary. In material world, most of the time we are connected with relatives, friends, nationality, everything. But our body itself is temporary, but spirit, soul is eternal. So we have to come to understand that I'm a spirit soul, I'm part and parcel of the Lord. And everybody else is also a spirit soul. They are also part and parcel. So here, Krishna is feeling, after doing all these things, having them come out of the water naked and standing, raising their hands and paying obeisance to demigods, so that their worth is not broken, their worth is completed now. And here it is, Sukadeva Goswami feeling compassionate towards them. Compassion in a sense that he is seeing that how they have completely surrendered. They have given everything to them, everything to him. Here the Srila Sanatana Goswami is writing in the commentary that he switched their clothes around to please them. It is understood that he descended from the Kadamba tree. He gave them the cloth because he was merciful. He was pleased by the nature because he wanted to manifest unlimited qualities as Bhagwan. For that he was born from Devaki. The meaning of Devaki was explained previously. He was satisfied with their vow or for abiding by his own words. Yeah. So he's happy, he's satisfied. Similarly, in our devotional services, also we are perform devotional service, and Lord is satisfied with if we do the devotional service without any ulterior motives. If you have motive to serve the Lord, if you have motive to please the Lord in our devotional service, then Lord will be satisfied and Lord will take care of us. Lord is going to take care of us anyhow. His compassion. So that's what is here mentioned. Now, text number 22, he says, Sukdev Goswami says, Tribam pralambadhas trapya cha hapitaha prasrobhitaha idan vai cha karitah vastrani chaiva parityani athapi amum tanabhya suyan priyasangini vrutaha. Although the gopis had been thoroughly cheated, deprived of their modesty, ridiculed, and made to act just like toy dolls, and although their clothing had been stolen, they did not feel at all inimical towards Sri Krishna. Rather, they were simply joyful to have this opportunity to associate with their beloved. Purport. Srila Prabhupada comments, this attitude of the gopis is described by Lord Chaitanya when he prays. This is the last slok Srila Prabhupada is quoting. My dear Lord Krishna, you may embrace me or trample me under your feet, or you may make me broken-hearted by never being present before me. Whatever you like, you can do because you have complete freedom to act. But in spite of all of your dealings, you are my Lord eternally, and I have no other worshipable object. This is the attitude of the gopis toward Krishna. And this is exactly what our attitude will be towards Krishna. It's like Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, what was Srila Prabhupada's attitude when he came in the boat? 3 times heart attack, right? 1 time, 2 time, 3rd time. By 3rd time, usually person is gone. Right? But his attitude what Krishna was towards Krishna is, my Lord, I mean, you have brought me here. You brought me here. Now you take care. And the whole time the ocean was in the boat when he was in the ocean was smooth. Ocean were not very heavy waves. And the captain is saying to Srila Prabhupada, I have never experienced like this. Smooth ocean, smooth. Why? Because Krishna was taking care of. Right? And after coming here, Srila Prabhupada doesn't know when he saw the whole situation. Thus he landed on the Boston and he saw that everyone is in passion ignorance here. How they will understand Srimad Bhagavatam? But what was Srila Prabhupada's attitude? His attitude was, my Lord, you have brought me here, so make me dance. I'm your doll, and make me dance the way you want make me dance. The way you want me to dance, right? That was his attitude. Similarly, here gopis. Gopis the same thing. Srila Prabhupada was same as the gopis. You did everything. We did this Katyani Vrat for 1 month. Now last day of this Vrat, you coming here. You came here, that means our vrat is successful itself for come. Otherwise, why would Krishna come so early, first of all? This is early, the early morning he is coming. Usually he doesn't come this early morning. When he go to herd the cows, he doesn't leave them, he doesn't leave. But this time he had to leave early because they were performing the Brahma, the vrat at Brahma Muhurat time. So we had to leave home earlier without lunch. So that itself, gopis were that itself was satisfied because they had when they performed this vrat, they were in a purvarag. Purvarag means they had heard about him, everything, and they were attached to him. They had given their lives to him, Krishna. So when Krishna came, they see him personally now, Mhm. right in front of them. He's personally standing there. You see? Which is that, and that's why they were so happy about it. Mhm. They were happy because they think our vrat is now successful. He performed this vrat is successful now. Krishna is here. Mhm. Here, here the Sanatan Goswami writing, "O king, see the greatness of their prema." Or speaking of Krishna's ability to bewilder. He speaks to the girls as if with some hatred of the hatred for love. He made them act like puppets because they were happy to associate with him, or they became happy along with him. Mhm. They were happy with what Krishna did. And Krishna came. That's the first point here. When you perform some vrat, huh, huh, and then vrat becomes successful, you get the result, you become happy, isn't it? That my vrat was successful. That means whatever we are doing, Krishna consciousness, Krishna is watching. That's the point. Whatever service we are doing, Krishna is watching. Krishna is noticing all our service. Krishna will not forget our service. Krishna will not. And he will come and he will take care of it. Even though at the time of the death, let's say we are unconscious. Sometimes it happens, right? At the time of the death, person is unconscious. So even we are unconscious, but Krishna will come. Krishna, even if we are not able to chant Hare Krishna, we are hearing, Krishna will come, Krishna will take care of. Because Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala. He is Bhakta Vatsala. So here he is happy for what gopis did. And of course, we know at the end, he will say that next year I will have a Ras dance with next Purnima. I will have Ras dance with you gods. Very proud. So whatever we are doing in our Krishna consciousness is not in vain. That's the point. It's always positive. Anything we do in Krishna service is positive. Anything we do. See. Here, this is what is showing it, says, doing. But it requires some effort on our side. We cannot act like gopis did. Gopis are very high. We are sadhaka, so we are practicing. But if we keep practicing, then we will come to that point, like the gopis. So this is the point here is mentioned in the text number 22. And now text number 23 says, Paridhaya, putting on, Swavamsamsi, their own garments, Preshta Sangam Tajitaha, of their beloved Sangam by this association, becoming completely attached to him. Grihita Chitta, taken away, Chitta mind, whose minds none could not, indeed, Cheluhu move, Tasmin upon him, Lajjai, they full of shyness, Ikshanaha, whose glances. The Gopi, text number 23. The gopis were addicted to associating with their beloved Krishna, and thus they became captivated by him. Thus, even after putting their clothes on, they did not move. They simply remained where they were, shyly glancing at him. Purport. By associating with their beloved Krishna, the gopis had become more attached to him than ever. Just as Krishna had stolen their clothes, he also stolen their minds and their love. The gopis interpreted the whole incident as proof that Krishna was also attached to them. Otherwise, why would he have gone to the trouble of playing with them in this way? Because they thought that Krishna was now attached to them, they glanced at him with shyness, and being stunned by the rising of their ecstatic love, they could not move from where they stood. Krishna had overcome their shyness and forced them to come out of the water naked, but now, having dressed properly, they again become shy in his presence. In fact, this incident increased their humbleness before Krishna. They did not want Krishna to see them staring at him, but they cautiously took the opportunity to glance at the Lord. Now, yeah, gopis addicted to associate with their beloved Krishna means they had purvara, they had already performed tapasyas. Remember, these are the gopis, these are coming from the Lord Ramchandra's time. Means they have performed so much tapasya. So when they appear in the Nandagram, around the village of Nandagram, they were already higher. They were already on the higher stage. They were from the very beginning, they were on the spontaneous love for Krishna. But they could not able to, their love for Krishna, but because they were in the same gotra, they were thinking that this is going to be impossible. It's not going to be possible to have Krishna as our husband. So they would cry, as we talked before, they would cry. They would go on the bank of the Jamuna all together and they would cry. And that's where Vrinda Devi came, and Vrinda Devi told them this Siddha Vrata, to perform this Vrata of Katyayani Vrata. And how to perform, she told them to worship Katyayani. And they did it, as Vrinda Devi told. So they also had a faith in Vrinda Devi. That's another thing. Vrinda Devi told them and they performed it. For 1 month. Imagine. In a cold, 1 month is okay, but in the cold, in the early morning, little girl coming to the bank of the Jamuna, walking all the way from Nandagram, 15 kilometers, something like that, walking. They come in the morning, and worship Katyayani and chant that mantra, Katyayani Mahabaham. So now Krishna came, then and Krishna played this trick, but they thought they are saying that, oh, he's interested, that's why he's doing this. He's interested in us, that's why he's playing this game with us, which is okay. Because we were asking we are asking for him to be as our husband. And he has come here. And he's doing this to us, which is so they are happy about it. And not just they are happy, but they are not moving. They put their clothes on, they're not moving from him there. Because they want to hear Krishna. Okay, now what? Now what? You took our clothes, you told us to come naked, we came naked, we offer obeisances, we gave us our clothes, we actually did whatever is a maid servants, we did everything. Want us to do, we did it. Now what? We put the clothes on, now what? What are you going to say? Say something. You say. Because it is said that usually the wife can be naked in front of her husband, no one else, nowhere else. So this is proves that Krishna only accepted them as his beloved. And they also accepted Krishna as their lover. See. But they were a little bit, they were, you know, they didn't want to Krishna see them staring at him. But they cautiously took the opportunity to glance at the Lord. Lord's glance, Krishna's glance, Krishna's glance from the side of his eyes is also very powerful. That's why when we go in front of the Lord, deities, and the Lord is glancing at us, which is a good sign. When the Lord is glancing at us, it is said that I have here quote which says, here, it says that Krishna's glances create variegated desires in relation to Krishna. Krishna's glances create variegated desires in relation to Krishna and devotional service. And his smile protects all desire. When you go in front of the deities and when Krishna is glancing at you, that means he creates desires. He creates desires in our heart, which is related to him, a related devotional service. When he smiles, when Krishna is smiling, then he protects all my desire, all our desire. This is very important points. So here, gopis here, they are glancing at Krishna. Means they want to have the Krishna fulfill desires. And the desire was that, well, you are here, we are here, you are here. So now our relation, then what are we going to do? That's what he's saying here. So Sanatana Goswami is writing in the commentary, he distributed their clothes, they recognized their own garments, and he's put on the garment because he distributed clothes, so they are putting their clothes on. They were controlled by his association. They were attracted to association. They attracted him. He was attracted also. They were attracted to him, but he also got attracted. They made him attract to them. They attracted him. By the mutual feelings between them, by the mercy of his consoling words, with shy glances, they did not move, remained fixed at that place, in front of him. They, they didn't move. They stayed there. The locative case, tasmin, can stand for the ablative. They did not move away from him, or after they dressed and their shyness had decreased, their love for him arose. In private, they remained as if prepared for marriage. Preshta Sangam Sajitaha. Glancing at him, shyly they did not move. They displayed the Anubhava called Vikriti. And this is from Ujjwal Nilamani. It says, when one does not utter what one wants to say because of shyness, pride pride or anger, and hints at this by actions only, it is called Vikrama by the wise. Means one does not utter sign, one wants to say because of shyness, pride, or anger. And this is of the shyness. Sometimes you are with someone, you are shy or you have pride or anger to someone, and you cannot say to that person anything. You cannot utter the words because you are angry with that person. But you love that person, but you are so angry with him. And you cannot say anything to that person. Then what? So this is what the gopis was. Gopis were in front of the Krishna and they were shy. They were not angry. Why you take off our clothes? They were not angry. They told him that, yeah, we know we will go to Kamsa. Kamsa is an old man. What is he gonna do to me? Krishna said. You will go to Nanda Maharaj. Oh, Nanda Maharaj, my father will not do anything to me. Little boy, Krishna. Krishna is 6 or 7 years age. They said. Okay. So this pastime, now Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is also writing commentaries. As I said, this chapter has so many commentaries by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sanatan Goswami, Jiva Goswami. Here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur for text 23 is right. Just as Krishna had stolen the clothes of the gopis, he whose heart was stolen by them also stole their hearts. So both hearts were stolen by each other. That's the point. His heart was stolen for the gopis, and gopis' heart was also stolen by him. This would describe them as the reservoir of prema. Thus, Krishna understood that they were extremely attached to him. They also understood that Krishna was attracted to them by the mercy of Katyayani. Extending bashful glances, they could not return home because of their stunned state of arising from prema. The bashfulness which they tried to hide, but which was revealed by Krishna and was banished from their bodies, again returned in their eyes. By the assistance of this modest, the gopis then approached near to Krishna and attained his extreme mercy. There is the suggestion that the bashfulness pervaded their bodies more than even previously. Means, yeah, because they are seeing Krishna now. Because before they were in a Purvara, but now they are seeing Krishna face to face. Yeah. And Srila Jiva Goswami is writing the same sloka as Sanatan Goswami from Ujjwal Nilamani. When one does not utter what one wants to say because of shyness, pride, or anger, and hints at this by actions only, it is called Vikrama. Vikritam, by the wish, by the wise. And of course, text 22, Professor Chakravarti Thakur writing, though they criticized him, they had done as he said, which was impossible for any others. Most astonishing, however, is that they became blissful. They had been deceived to the extreme by his words, criticizing their lazy nakedness. They had been made to give up their modesty. He mocked them, insisting that they come and get their clothing. They were made to dance like puppets. When he said this is true, it is not a joke. They did not find fault in him, even when he told them to put their hands above their heads as prayaschitta. This is to to break their to nullify the offense they had committed. Told them to do it. Though all this was done by their beloved Priya, they became blissful because they could meet him. Because he was their beloved, even actions causing suffering became causes of joy for them. They became more attached to him for doing that. This is the sign of a prema. They have so much love for Krishna. Anything they are willing to do for Krishna, anything. So this is this is the symptom of surrendering. They have surrendered to Krishna fully. Nothing, and everything Krishna for them. Whatever Krishna wants to do, you do. Here, I am in your hands. Just like Draupadi did, right? Right? He put her hands and said, Govinda, this is, I'm in your hand. Now, whatever you want to do, you do it. I'm in your hand. This is fully surrendering. And Krishna, they have full faith. Person who is surrendering, he or she has a full faith that Krishna will take care of him. And this is what we will have to come to that stage in our devotional service in our life also. So we have to realize that I am not alone. Krishna is always with me. He was with me, he is with me, and he will be with me all the time, wherever we are. I'm not alone. That's the point here. It means. Okay, any questions, any comments, anything?
हरे कृष्णा ब्रज
हरे कृष्ण
नहीं है क्वेश्चन
नहीं है ठीक है
थैंक यू ब्रो